Hello, this is a get ready with me video and I want to create a makeup look with bronzy tones for summer. So I have my moisturizer on and my sunscreen. So as a primer, I want to use this Westman Atelier liquid super loaded highlighter in the shade Peau de Soleil. I want to use this because I have it on my project pan and I want to use it up. So I figured a way to use it is a bronzing primer. So I'm gonna shake it. This is the swatch on my hand. And I'm going to use this Dior blush brush, number 16, to apply it on my face. I used it yesterday as well, and I saw that it is quite suitable for oily skin. Like my makeup lasted for 6-7 hours, and I needed a little bit of touch up on my forehead, but nothing crazy. Well, for example, when I use the Star Filter Glow by Dior, I have a video of this on my channel in the shorts section, and this causes my face to be more oily during the day. So my makeup doesn't last that well with the Dior. So this is the Westman Atelier Peau de Soleil, the bronzing highlighter, used all over my face. And now I'm going to use this Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in the lightest shade, this shade Terre Neuve. I have it in my Shade Twins video, but to be honest, it's not a perfect shade match for me, but I'm gonna use it up. It's not that bad. So you can see it here. This is the shade. This is the Ambient Soft Glow Foundation brush, and I'm gonna use this to apply the skin tint. Then I'm gonna go with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush and I'm gonna push the product in and blend in any streaks that may have happened. So this is the Nars Terre Neuve skin tint. You see that the shade match is pretty decent, but it's not the best. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little bit yellow and a little bit darker than my skin tone. So let's use the Lip Prep and Prime by MAC. I've been using this for years, and you don't need to remove it in order to put the lipstick. I can put the lipstick after a couple of minutes. And then for concealer, I have this Magic Vanish Corrector by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Fair. And I'm gonna use this concealer brush by Rare Beauty. You may see I have hit pan on it, and I have it from February. I'm gonna apply a bit of corrector on the discoloration inner part of my eye. So there is a blue hue in there. So this is the corrector. You can see it has neutralized a little bit the blue hue in the inner part. And for concealer, I'm on my second tube of this Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury in the shade 2. I'm going to use this House Labs concealer brush. I'll use a little bit more. And I'm gonna do my eye look first, because if I do my bronzer first, when I do my eyes, I do like that, and then this disturbs the foundation and the bronzer. So I want to start from the eye look first, and I want to use two products here. The base eyeshadow, this is Irene by Eldridge from the Silk, the matte eyeshadows, the liquid ones. And then the RMS Eyelight in the shade Luster. It's a beautiful rosy gold shade. So I'm going to use this E3 brush by Makeup by Mario. And I'm going to pinch it and do the lower lash line. So I'm going to put a little bit more of Irene. I'm almost out of it. So this is Irene on the eyes. Irene is described as a light neutral peachy beige. Then we have Luster, a metallic eyeshadow from RMS. This is the swatch. You can see it's a little bit pinky, a little bit rosy golden. And I'm going to apply it on the lid. This is a Sephora brush from the eye set. It's number 8. So this is Luster from RMS on the eyes. Then I'm going to use this eye pencil from Makeup by Mario in the shade Bronze. This is the swatch on the hand. So this is the pencil. It's a light brown, brownish bronze shade. It's not very rich or very emollient. It's a little bit on the drier side. I'm gonna try and smudge it a little bit with this dual-ended brush, the E6 from Makeup by Mario again. But the truth is that it's not very smudgeable, like it stays put where you've applied it. And for mascara, I'm going to use this Kosas Soulgazer mini mascara. It's a black one. I quite like it. And I'm going to go for a second coat. So this is the mascara. It's not too intense. I don't know if I don't have many lashes for it to show up properly. It's nice, it lasts all day and gives some volume on the lashes. We're done with eyes. Only thing left is the brow bone highlighter, and I'm gonna use what I do lately. The Tripping with Tarte palette, this lighter shade here, the Key Largo. I'm gonna mix this one. This is a matte light whitish beige, and this is a shimmery from the Patisserie little palette from Tarte in the shade Croissant. So this is a small brush from MAC, but I cannot see the number very well, and I'm gonna soften it with my fingers. So there we have the eye look. So now I'm gonna use the brow gel. This is a new one that I got and I haven't tried it before. It's the clear brow gel from Rare Beauty. There are raving reviews for this and I like it, but I wish it had a little bit more hold because my eyebrows are on the thicker side and there are some unruly curly hairs. So maybe I'm gonna get the Refi one that I've heard that it's a little bit more strong. So I like to dip in twice for an eyebrow. The brows are done. And I'm gonna blend in a little bit here because my wrinkles have removed a little bit of the product from the base, the foundation. So now I'm gonna do the contour, then the bronzer, the cream blush, we have highlighter, we have a powder bronzer. So for contour, I'm gonna use this Fenty Beauty matchstix in the shade Amber. This is the shade, the one here on the bottom. I like it, but I'm thinking maybe I should get the Olay or the Biscuit from Westman. This has a little bit of yellow undertones and I don't really like it. So using the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Brush, I'm gonna apply the contour. So on the bigger side of the brush. I like to apply it first on my brush because it's a little bit hard to blend the stick, so I don't go directly on my face. And I'm gonna contour my nose as well using the smaller end of this F1 Makeup by Mario brush. So this is the Matchstix in Amber by Fenty. And I have in my project pan this Makeup by Mario Shaping Serum in the shade Light. You can see that it's all the way, I've used it all the way down to here. So I'm going to mix it because it separates a little bit. And I'm going to shake it. And then I'm going to put one pump, as you can see here. I'm going to use this older Kat Von D brush. Who still has and uses one of those? This is, I think it was Shade and Light brush, dual ended. I'm gonna do the blush now, and I have from Saie the Dew Liquid Blush in the shade Chili. I haven't used it in quite some time now. So this is swatched. It's quite pigmented. And I'm gonna use this brush. This is from Real Techniques, the Wild at Heart Round Blush 415. It's from, I think, the Animalista line that it was, I think, limited edition. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my brush here of the blush. Okay, we need more. Beautiful blush. A little bit on the nose as well. From what I remember, I think these blushes do not last so long, but we're gonna set it with a powder blush. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my left side. I think it's impossible to finish that up, except if you maybe use this one, you love it and you keep using it every day. But these liquid blushes, they're so pigmented and you need so little that I think it's very hard to use this up. Okay, this is a little bit too much, but I'm gonna blend it and we'll see how we're gonna do it. So now I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario. This is a talc free setting powder in the shade 1 Fair Pink. And I'm gonna use the brush, the dual ended from Makeup by Mario for powders. This is the F2, the smaller end. I like to swirl the brush on my hand for smoother application and more even application. also gonna powder my under eyes using the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Instant Brightening and Blurring Powder in the shade Lavender. This one right here. And I'm gonna use my smaller puff from Huda. So let's go in with the highlighter. I'm gonna use this Westman Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlight in the shade Peau de Rosé. I can almost see the pan on this one. And I'm gonna use a Real Techniques brush that's short and dense. And it was, I think, the Soft Accent Brush 421. And I think it was from the Artist set. So I'm gonna swirl my brush. And I'm gonna put it on the lower parts of my cheeks and a little bit in the front here. And a little bit on my nose. So we can finish the look here, but just because it's summer and I want a little bit more bronzy effect, I'm gonna use, I bought this recently. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Blurring Bronzer. It's talc free. I have powdered my face and we're gonna go in with the bigger end of the F2 Mario brush. It's very pigmented and I want to go in lightly because it is a little bit of a deeper shade for my fair skin. It has a tendency to go patchy, but I need to test it more. I like the color though. It's quite warm. Now that I build it in light layers, I think it's quite smooth and even. So I'm not gonna put more. This is the bronzer. Because the Saie blush was a little bit too pigmented and I put a little bit too much, I'm not gonna go in with the powder blush. I'll leave it here as it is. And for the lips, I have two products I bought the other day. The one is from Too Faced, the Chocolate Soleil Multi-Use Sculpting and Defining Pencil, and I have it in the shade Chocolate Mousse. So I'm gonna define my lips with this. This is the lip pencil. And for the lips, I'm also gonna use the Fenty Beauty Bomb Sticks in the shade Is It Fussy? This is the glossy one, not the one with the glitter. It's very nice, juicy, it gives a little bit of color for the face. And last step, we need to shake the mattifying setting spray from Danessa Myricks. Very fine mist. So this is the finished look. I've noticed that this Danessa Myricks setting spray is less mattifying than the Charlotte Tilbury one, but the Charlotte Tilbury one has big droplets and it may disturb the makeup sometimes. It needs caution when you apply it. So this is it. Quite bronzy, rosy cheeks, a little bit of rose golden for the eyeshadows. I liked all the products that we used, and because I went in with light layers for the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, it didn't go patchy this time, so I'm really happy with it. The only product that I would change is the Fenty Beauty matchstix. It doesn't show up, but it's a little bit yellow toned, so I wonder if I use the biscuit or the Olay shade from Westman Atelier, if it would be better. Leave me a comment if you have one of these products and if you like it in your routine. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!